This isn't about hustle culture. It's not about grinding. It's not about working 24/7 so you can brag to your friends about how hard you go. This is about doing less and accomplishing more. It's about the very simple tactics that the most successful people use to beat everyone else at life. And this is coming from somebody who's learned the hard way how to put these principles into action for myself. You see, the truth is, if you want to beat everyone out, you don't need to do more. You actually need to do less. You just need to do it smarter. You need to focus on what actually matters, and then just keep showing up, keep being consistent and disciplined. And there's a lot more to it, but the basic idea is one that's timeless. Napoleon Bonaparte talks about it when he says, the genius is the man who can do the average thing when all those around him are going crazy. That's how Napoleon picked his generals. Could you just be average while everyone else is losing their minds? Think about it. That's the world we live in. So if you can just be average in crazy circumstances, you're going to rise to the top. So, if that's interesting to you, stick around and let's dive a little deeper. Remember, I don't sugarcoat anything. Let's be honest. What's the world like right now? It's absolute chaos. There's news, super negative. You get notifications all the time. Your text message inbox, your email inbox is literally a to-do list that everyone else has to do for you. Like, these are the things that other people want you to respond to and do for them. That's how most of our lives are run. You wake up, you look at your phone, you start responding to emails, you get up, you have your breakfast, maybe do your workout, have your coffee, and you sit down at a computer and you just start answering questions and doing things that other people need from you. And you see how that's living in a reactive state to the world. You're constantly reacting to what's shown to you. That's what these phones do to us. That's what these computers do to us. And look, there's tons of beautiful things about phones and computers. They're not all negative. The world is balanced. There's always good and bad. But we've got to recognize the state that we're living in. And most of us are living in a chaotic world, and we're simply reacting to what's going on outside of us. And this is problematic because we are inherently pleasure-seeking and pain-avoiding creatures. That's how we evolved. That's how we got this far. Because we're really good at avoiding pain, and we're really good at finding pleasure. What we're actually the most adept at is finding the easiest path to the most pleasure. And these days, those opportunities are everywhere. Think about all of the unhealthy, sugary, fatty foods that you can get in just a moment. You don't even have to get up. You can DoorDash it right to you. Think about all of the explicit content you might find on the internet. You can please yourself that way. So this is the world we live in. And you can see how there's very little motivation to do anything that's real. Because like I said, we're wired to find the most pleasure in the most efficient way, the least effort. And so this is the world that 99% of people are living in. They are subject to this world. They're not driving it. And so you can see the average performance, the average output is actually very low. And when the world is so convoluted, chaotic, and arguably lazy, like it is right now, you don't have to go 1,000,000 miles a minute to do something big. You just need to stay sane. That's what Napoleon understood. Genius isn't brilliance in a vacuum. It's composure, calmness under pressure. See, you can do something very simple, an average thing, consistently with clarity and focus while everyone else is spiraling and doom scrolling. And over the long run, you're going to win by a lot. That is the secret to success. Bring excellence to something simple. That's how you outperform everyone. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. Find something simple, something that's meaningful to you, something you find some joy and passion in. And just be really focused, really calm, really clear, and really consistent about moving closer and closer and closer towards that thing. Put the work in every day. Approach it with this mindset of excellence. Like, think about it like this. If you're doing the dishes, you can just quickly scrub and not really pay attention. But if you don't really pay attention and you rush through it, when they dry, you're going to find, oh, there's some cheese left on here. There's, some dirt, whatever. Being slow and methodical about how you do the dishes, bringing excellence to how you wash your dishes. If you can bring that mindset to anything, you will succeed at that thing in time. That's it. Period. End. That mindset of excellence, calm, clarity, and focus in an otherwise chaotic world is magnetic for success. Things are just going to start coming to you if you approach your life like that. So let's clear up some stuff around this idea of excellence just for a moment, because I don't want you to get confused about it. Excellence doesn't mean perfection. Even if you're calm and clear and focused, washing your dishes every single time, you're going to miss something. It's going to slip. You're going to drop a plate. The plate's going to break. It's all good, homie. It happens. You got to learn to just be okay with your own mishaps. Excellence does not mean perfection. Excellence is a choice. It's a mindset. It's the way you approach things. It's this quiet decision to give everything your best effort, even when nobody's watching, especially when nobody's watching. Excellence means you don't try to cut the corners. You're not trying to pull a fast one. You're about doing this the right way. And when you approach things like that, your mindset shifts. You're not trying to rush. You're not trying to cheat. And everything you do will start to follow that pattern of excellent behavior. And soon other people will notice too. Excellence doesn't need to be loud. It works better when it's quiet. One of my favorite models of this is Kevin Durant. If you don't know him, he's a professional basketball player. One of the best of all time. And he's not loud. He's not picking fights with people. He's not doing a ton of self-promotion or anything like that. He's just quiet. He's just a quiet killer. He's always calm, always composed. And it's because he knows he's come every day for his entire life to play basketball at the best of his ability. So he knows most days I'll beat you. Some days I won't because I'm not perfect, but I am excellent. And when you have that mindset of excellence every day, that confidence builds. You know for sure what you're capable of because you did it yesterday. And if you didn't do it yesterday because you had a bad day yesterday, you did it the day before. You know what you can do. There's no doubt in your mind. And that type of confidence is unshakable. You don't need to be loud and boisterous and egotistical. Excellence is calm and quiet. And that is infectious. This kind of confidence is not average. And so if you bring that kind of mindset, the excellence mindset, over time, you build this confidence. And you can bring that mindset of excellence to pretty much anything. And over the long run, you'll be able to succeed at it. It doesn't matter what it is. So you might as well pick something that you find joy in. Why waste your life doing something that you don't enjoy? If you're going to be excellent at something that's fun, right? So that's excellence. One of the other things we need to address here, which is one of the most common pitfalls, it's my biggest problem as a human, is trying to do too much. Trying to do too many things, too many pots on the stove at one time. Now, if you bring this mindset of excellence to everything you do, you'll find very quickly that you can become really good at a lot of things pretty quickly. And that is an infectious feeling. Because if I come and I work hard at this and I focus and remove the distractions for a little while, depends on what it is, maybe weeks, maybe months, might be years, just depends on what it is, I can get really good at this. And that is a really powerful mindset. But it also can really lead you astray. Because if you can get good at anything, then why not get good at everything? And that is where life tricks you. So what I've learned here is that the real winners, the Kevin Durants, the Michael Jordans, the Serena Williams, the Adeles, the Ed Sheerans, the Beatles, whoever, pick your avenue of life. The people who really make it to the top, they focus on one thing. And they may have that mindset of excellence about everything they do. They may wash their dishes with excellence. They may wipe their butt with excellence. But they're really putting the work in towards one thing, because life is short. Time is our most valuable resource. And if you want to be the greatest at something, then there are going to be a few handful of people who bring this mindset of excellence and who have some, genetic skill set, which is going to get them there too. So although you can beat pretty much everyone just by bringing excellence, if you want to be the greatest, you also have to be focused. You have to remove distractions. You can't be burning all your pots on the stove all at once, because you're not going to be able to manage that. You're going to burn your dinner. You're not even going to have anything good to eat at all, much less just one pot of beans or something like that. So try to focus in the things that you really want to chase. And maybe for you, it's not just one thing, and that's okay. That's what I've realized about myself. I get bored if I just do one thing. I want to have a few things going on that I'm really working towards. And that's okay. I just can't let that list of things get too long. I got to keep it at 2, 3 max. Beyond that, you really just don't have the mental bandwidth to excel at that many things at once. Now, like I said, time is our most valuable resource. It's our only limit. But also, on the flip side, life is hopefully long. You have many phases of life. And so you can focus on something really hard for a decade. And then maybe you get tired of it, you've explored that avenue fully, and you move into a new phase where you bring excellence to something else. And that's very normal. If you look back through history, there's lots of people who do this. So don't feel like just because you're choosing something now, it's to the exclusion of everything else you may want to do in life. Remember that you can do this now, and maybe you do that other thing later. All of that's possible. And by practicing that mindset of excellence on one thing now, getting really successful at that one thing, then you'll learn this process of excellence. You'll learn how to build a skill set and how to succeed. And if you can succeed at one thing, then you have the skill set to succeed at anything. So to summarize this section, don't chase every shiny object. Don't let the chaos in, because the world has all kinds of traps to pull your attention away from what you really want to be focused on, what you're really chasing. Stay locked in. Pick 1, 2, max 3 things that you really want to grow and chase for now. Lock in on those and get after them. Bring that sense of excellence to them every day. And by focusing on what matters, just those couple of things, you will move so far ahead of the rest of the world. You're not going to be part of the pack. You don't need to worry about following the herd because you're not going to be in it. That's it. That's the playbook. That's Napoleon's centuries old, continent conquering advice. It's not about working 24/7. It's about staying clear and focused while everything else is just going absolutely bananas all around you. The bananas are the trap. All this noise. Because the world wants you to get caught up in this consumer cycle of thinking you need this and thinking you need that. Getting this treatment, buying this product, getting these supplements to make your brain work better. It's BS. You don't need any of that. Until you are consistently focused on a singular goal, bringing excellence to your approach in that goal every day. There's no supplement. There's no training routine. There's no secret thing that's going to get you some sort of outsized results. That's it. Just be average. You don't even have to have the most athletically gifted figure, body build. Certainly that would help if you want to run track or play football or, whatever. But the people who make it are the ones who just show up and do the simple, average things consistently with calm clarity over a long time. If you can do that, then Napoleon would have hired you to be a general. You could run anything. You can win at anything. So what do you do from here? Choose those few things, those couple of goals that you really want to focus on. Those things that really matter to you. These are your non-negotiables. Everything else bows down to these priorities. Second, guard your attention like it's your most valuable asset. Because it is. Your attention is your time. Time's the only thing you can't trade for more of. So stop giving your attention to some random hot girl on Instagram or some guy who's selling some product which promises the way to, change your, all the crap you see online. You know it. Protect your attention. That's all you got. That's your energy. You were gifted this being. You're literally an energy machine. You gobble up food, turn it into energy so you can do stuff. That's it. It's not more than that. That's how simple it is. So what are you going to do with your energy machine? Are you just going to give that energy to the random people online? Because when you do that, you're just feeding their energy machine so that they can do the things they want to do. Whose life are you really living? Your own? Or are you just feeding somebody else's? Next, Develop that excellence mindset. Start with the simple stuff. Washing your dishes, wiping your butt. All right. Seriously, I joke, but it's real. The more you can do everything in your life with this mindset of excellence, the way you carry yourself, the way you dress, the way you speak, the way you care for your body, the way you feed your body, the way you exercise, the way you hold relationships with other people, the way you're reliable, you show up on time, the way you approach school or work or whatever it is you're doing. How can you bring excellence to what you're doing? And again, it's not perfection. It's about being serious about it. Taking it as something that's important to you, because it is. You're spending your valuable time, your most limited asset, on this thing. So you've already decided it's important. Otherwise, why are you doing it? Bring that excellence to everything you do. Start with the small stuff, because that will help build the muscle, help you see the system for excellence. And then it becomes much easier to apply it on a broader scale to a more vague goal, like finding a partner or building a business. It's a lot easier to figure out how to be excellent at washing the dishes. So start there and build it up consistently. The last thing I would say, let go. Let go of the perfection. Let go of the fear of what other people think, the fear of failing. Because nobody cares. Nobody's paying attention to you. Look, I promise no BS, straight shooting. We are all self-interested beings. Our first need and desire, except maybe only with the exception of a mother and her newborn baby. All humans are totally self-interested beings. We will feed ourselves first before we feed someone else. We're very altruistic too. We take care of each other, but we take care of ourselves first. And so to the extent that someone else is judging you or criticizing you or saying, don't do that, you can't make a living doing that. Maybe it comes from your parents. Maybe it comes from your friends. Maybe it comes from your boss or whoever. There's all kinds of places this stuff comes from. Could just be the zeitgeist of society. Those people are criticizing you out of either a reflection of what they see of themselves in you. That is, oh no, I didn't do these things that I wish I had done, but well, he or she or they are. And well, I need to feel the need to bring them down so that we're on like an equal playing field. I don't want to feel worse because you're doing better. That's one way people do it. The other way is very common with parents. They don't want you to do something that they see as risky because as a parent, one of your most important goals is to feel like you have led your child to a safe, stable life. So, let go of these fears. Let go of these stories other people are telling you. These stories other people want you to live by. Let go of the perfection. Focus on those few things that are most important to you and bring excellence to them every day. You can be average. That's all you need to be. Is just an average person who brings excellence to what they do while all the world is going bananas around you. You will win every battle. You'll win every war. You'll be so far ahead of everyone, you won't even know there's a herd because you're not part of it. So that's all I've got. I hope you found this helpful, and I hope you put this into action. Let me know in a comment those couple of things that you're trying to chase. I love to hear about this stuff. I love to fire people up in the comments. So go get in there. I'll hype you up. Last thing I want to say is I've created this channel to serve you, to help you. I've found that there is a distinct lack of honest, real, non bait and switch type information on the internet. And I've felt this very strong calling to try to be a straight shooter in a world where people are throwing curveballs. So if there's other things you'd like me to talk about or topics you'd like me to cover, I'd love to hear about that as well. Let me know in a comment or wherever you want to find me. Thanks a bunch for being here. I love to see you. And I wish you the best. I'll see you back here soon. And until next time, have a fantastic day, my friend.